Hey, it's me, Size 7. This is part 37 of my Library of Ruina walkthrough, and I'm alive. I've gone for 2 weeks because I got incredibly sick with a terrible cough, the second worst headache I've ever had in my life, as well as some other symptoms and stuff. We don't need to worry about that. I'm better for the most part now. I still have a lingering cough, but I figure I can get through a recording session without letting it through. We're on to the Floor of Social Sciences realization. Say, Angela, is it really necessary to indiscriminately kill all the guests who come to the library just to collect more books? Looking at the power the library has gathered so far, we could easily get refined books in our hands. We need the emotions of our guests to be heightened above a certain level. Draw out their emotional tension. The guests are pitted against librarians in a battle of life and death, with something precious on the line. Refined books, huh? What do you think is considered precious by all people? Their own lives, I guess. Exactly. Being alive is the prerequisite to achieving anything. We're picking out people for their books at the cost of one's life. Still disagree with each other, I see. Are you still dwelling on what you did in Lobotomy Corp? How could I ever forget? We drove employees to death for the sake of energy refinement, even though we were more than capable of saving them. Chesed, it was all part of the script. It was devised to provoke your so caring and delicate heart. I simply followed it as per obligation. You know now who to blame for all that, don't you? You'd be placing the blame on Anne. It's true, it's all part of the script. And what's our excuse now? It's not the same as back then. Individual choice meant nothing in that corporation, but here, the guests that enter the library and meet their demise were all notified of possible risks, and agreed to take all responsibility for whatever happens in this place. Nothing disgusts me more than talking about the past with you lot. Had enough of this for now. Whoops, there she ran off. That was tense, huh? You sure are good at rubbing things in others' faces. And brewing coffee. Thanks to you, I realized how all the coffee I've drunk in my life was hot garbage. I don't think I'll ever bear to drink ordinary coffee again. That's good to hear. Never imagined there could be such subtle differences in sourness and sweetness, or how that could bring out a deep taste. See? You can savor the taste when you know more about it. Maybe the same goes for this world we live in. Perhaps we're just led to believe that the path ahead of us is all there is to it, because there's so little that we can see or learn. Just like the index obsessing over prescripts and the fixers hanging on requests. Speaking of, does the index really not know where their prescripts come from? Like, completely oblivious? Yeah, I don't think they have any idea. Following orders without even knowing who gave them, or for what reason, that's just bitter. Can't be helped. The index does seem extreme with their methods, but the whole city is operating based on some grand instructions, coming out of nowhere when you think about it. I can't even be sure if the values they're pursuing are their own anymore. Are you okay with the city staying this way forever? It's not a matter of being okay with it. It's a matter of survival. This is just how the world is, and we've got to live in it somehow. There's nothing we can do about giant streams created from people tangling with each other. Sometimes, I'm stricken with sorrow looking at the stories taking place in this city. Things that happened to my past self and his colleagues, and the things we've done afterwards. Join the effort to change the city because I didn't want to witness any more of that. How did that go?
알다시피 도시는
As you know, the city did not change as we'd hoped.
어떻게 보면
One can say that we caused even more trouble with the distortion.
꼴 좋다고 생각해?
Think we got what we deserved?
아니.
Nah, that's just an obvious outcome, that's all.
도시가 바뀔 리 없지.
There's no way the city can change.
정말로?
Really? Even if we learned why all the pain is perpetuated in the city?
네 말대로
Anyone actually wanted to know why the city ended up this way. No one would be dying to syndicates just because they didn't cough up some small pocket change in time.
계약 조건이란 명목으로 사지로
No fixers would be driven to death solely to fill out contractual obligations. No feathers would be spent like expendables by the wings.
안다고 바꿀 수 있다면
As if knowing why could actually prompt changes.
결국 아는 것만으로 바꿀 수
Point is,
없어.
knowing does jack to change things. I told you, the stream is just too big for individuals to do anything about it.
당장 바뀐다는 게 아니야.
I'm not saying we're looking for immediate change. I know that we can't change things instantly.
뭘 안다고 그런 속편한
What do you know
소리를
about
해?
it then? What makes you think you can talk like it's so easy?
그냥 다들 참고 사는
Everyone just
거야.
bears with it.
그럴
You can't
여유
afford to
따위가
do
없으니까.
otherwise.
언제까지 도망만
When will you stop
치려고?
running away?
도망치는 게
I'm not running
아니야.
from anything.
엔젤라도 너도
Aren't you and Angela just lying to yourselves about it though? That it can't be helped?
그럴 수밖에
There's nothing you could do?
실제로 그런데 나보고
That's the truth.
어떻게 해야
What else am I
한단가.
supposed to do?
도시에서는
This is the city.
그럴
There is
수밖에
no
없는
other
거라고.
option.
도시에서 약속만큼 가벼운 단어가 있을까?
Word promise is perhaps one of the most empty in this city.
약속이란 것도
A privilege that only those with power can make.
특권이다.
제발 여기서 못
Please,
버티게 해줄 수
can you
없어?
just pretend that we never met?
대체 그 계약은
What the
뭐였는데?
hell was that contract about then? You know, breaking contracts and dropping your reputation means a death sentence for a fixer like you, right?
끝인 거 알지?
다시 천천히 읽어봐.
Read it again. Carefully.
이런 말장난을 하다니.
Sneaky bastards. Pulling filthy tricks with words.
그러게 엔케팔린을 왜
So why did you try to smuggle enkephalin in the first place?
별 문제
You wouldn't have
없었을
gotten into this if you hadn't done that.
부탁할게. 난
I
전혀
swear,
몰랐어.
I had no idea.
그게 엔케팔린인지도 몰랐고.
I didn't know it was enkephalin. I didn't know it was meant to be delivered to O-Corp.
알잖아 이바다. 다음엔 꼭
You know how we roll in this
계약
business.
사무소를
Next time, make sure to go through a contract office.
너도 언제까지 기고만장할 수
See
있는지
how long you
보자고.
can act so high and mighty.
두고 봐.
Just you wait.
너도
The city's gonna screw you over in the exact same way.
그땐 그때고
That's then.
지금은 지금이지.
And this is now.
손바닥 뒤집듯
Things changed at the drop of a hat.
모르셨어요?
Didn't you know?
전쟁 참전자는
Many war
품종이
participants
될 수
cannot move
없어요.
to the nest.
뭐라고?
What? You said veterans of the war would be given first priority over moving to the nest.
이주 우선권을 배정해
That's what I was told before joining the war.
분명 우편이 갔을 텐데요.
Didn't you receive the notice? The terms have long since changed.
이건 아니잖아. 이게 무슨 싸구려
You've got to be
경품 수단도
joking.
아니고.
We aren't talking about some cheap
나에게
giveaway.
정도나 되면서 이러는 건
It was a
아니지.
promise made by a wing. You know all there is to know. Yelling won't get you anywhere, I'm afraid. This is a nest migration officer.
제발.
Please,
둥지
it's all to earn that
이주권만을
migration
믿었다고.
permit.
정말 방법이
Is there really
없는
no
거야?
way?
설령 당신이라도 안 되는
No
건 안
means
되는
no,
거예요.
even for you.
어마어마한
Tremendous
돈이
amounts of money were involved in the agreement.
지금까지 둥지 이주권을 믿고 참전했다가 돼진 놈들은 대체 뭔데?
What about all the others who fought to death for the permit then? What did they die for?
두고 봐.
Don't forget this. A-Corp and I-Corp.
아니,
No.
어떤
Any of the
날이든
wings dare
손을
reach out
벌리기만
to
해봐.
me asking for
너의
help?
손을 잡기는
Why,
그냥
I'll make you
잘라줄
regret
테니까.
it.
그래도 돈은 확실히 받았잖아요.
You still received payment, didn't you?
그리고 다음에는
And next time,
계약
please
사무소를
avoid
거치지
signing
않을
on
거를
deals
피하세요.
without the mediation of a contract office. Oh, so this is all just karma.
뭐 어차피 다 아시는
Well,
거죠?
I'm sure you're already well aware of these precautions, right?
엿먹어.
Go fuck yourself.
네, 그럼 좋은
No,
하루
thank
되시길.
you. Have a nice day.
미안해. 연기전쟁
And that's
참전자는 둥지에서 받아주지 않는다니.
손바닥
I like
뒤집듯
this
말을
light effect
바꿨어.
here. This is nice. I'm sorry. Don't accept smoke war veterans in the nest. They change their words out of nowhere.
둥지는 아니지만
This is no
이곳도
nest.
굉장히
It's quite
안전한
safe here,
거
you know?
알죠? 음악의 골목이라니.
It's rather romantic to be living in the so-called
낭만적이기도
streets of
하긴
music, too.
하지만 둥지보다는
Still, the nest could...
그리고 난
I honestly never really wanted to move to a nest.
둥지 날개들이 의뢰하는
We've both seen and done the dirty
더러운
deeds
일거리를
going on
많이
in the
봤고
nest per request of the
겪었잖아요.
wings.
적어도
At least we wouldn't have to worry about our lives walking around in the nest.
뒷골목 사람의 목숨보다는 값어치가 높다고.
Life is more valuable there than in the back streets.
우리는 몰라도
And it's not
우리
just
아이는-
us. What about our baby? You just got hit. I'm telling you, it's fine here.
이것도 괜찮다니까 그러네. 이런 부모가 있는 아이를
Who would ever want to
누가
touch our child
건드리겠어?
when we're the parents?
그런가.
Good point.
또
Come on,
우중충했던
again with
얼굴이
that gloomy
나오네.
face of the past.
이제야 좀 사회성이
Finally started
생겼나
socializing
싶었는데
too.
말이야.
하지만
But,
롤랑,
Roland,
우리가 이렇게
a miracle
번듯한
that we even
집에서
have a decent
가족을
house
꾸릴 수
and a
있는 것도
family.
기적이에요. 알잖아요. 해결사
You know how the
인생.
life of a fixer usually goes.
그리고 또
And I'm saying
혹시나의
this just in
상황이
case.
말인데
No matter what
무슨
happens,
일이
don't blame
생겨도
yourself for all
전부
of it.
당신 탓 아닌 거 알죠?
You know it won't be your fault.
그렇게 생각하지 마요.
무슨 괜한 소리를
Don't
하고
say stuff
그래.
like that.
이렇게라도 안 해두면
So obviously
혼자
gonna drive
극단적인
yourselves to the
생각할 게
extreme
뻔해서.
if I don't say it here. Now
약속?
promise.
나 약속 잘 안 하는 거 알잖아.
You know I don't make promises. She just hissed at him.
자자자자.
Alright,
약속 약속.
fine. I promise.
확실하지?
Yo, you sure about that?
그래.
Alright, I'm counting on you.
무슨 연락이에요?
Who was that just now?
아, 예전 친구.
Remember my
기억나?
old friends,
올리비아.
Olivier?
당연히 기억나죠.
Of course I do.
같은
He used to
사무소
work at the same
동료였잖아요.
office as you.
그 친구가 잠시 손을
He's
빌려달라고
asking me to
해서.
lend a hand for a bit.
설마
Don't tell me.
해결사 일?
Is it fixer work?
아,
Yeah. Looks like he urgently needs a
급하게
hand.
좀 필요한가 봐. 아이, 걱정하지 마. 위험한 일은
Don't worry,
아니니까.
nothing dangerous.
머릿수만
You just have to
채워주면
be there
되는
and
것 같더라고.
build the number.
장소는?
And the location?
25구.
District 25.
추운 곳 가네요.
Ew, you're going to a cold place.
거기 파전 맛있는 거
Remember the
기억나죠?
delicious Pagion we
올
ate
때 하나
there?
사와요.
Buy some for me when you come back.
여화가 있겠습니까?
But of course, Your Majesty.
누구보다 빠르게
I'll be back
다녀왔죠.
as soon as possible. And thanks for letting me do this.
얼마 안 남은 당신 친구
And have you lose one of
잃게 할
your
수
last few
없으니까요.
remaining friends.
다른 사람의 절박함에 고개를 돌렸다.
I turned away from the desperation of others.
나와 내 가족이 더
My family and I
우선이고
came first.
내 절박함에 등 돌린
I curse
자들을
those who
저주했다.
turned away from my desperation.
서로
Everyone turns away from each
other.
other's suffering
갈
and
길을
goes about their lives.
이 상황에 그 누구를 탓할 수 있을까?
Who could I dare blame in these circumstances?
모두 살기 위해
Each person spurs the suffering of the city trying to live, knowingly or not.
롤랑? 항상 도망칠 수는 없어.
Who's going crazy? Roland, you can't run all the time.
나도 알아. 이 빌어먹을 세상과 도시가 저주스러워도 이 바닥에 발을 딛고 똑같이 밥 벌어먹고 살아야 한다는 걸 안다고.
I know that I have to stand this ground and try to make a living like the rest, even if I loathe this cursed world and this city.
어떻게 할 수가 없어. 혼자선 이 개 같은 도시를 바꿀
Can't
수
do anything
없다고.
about it. Can't change this damn city alone.
그냥 이렇게 돌아가는 거야. 사실을 안다고 해서
It's just how things work.
마음을 굳게
Knowing the
먹었다고
truth or
해서
making up my
내가
mind won't allow me to go against the
흐름을
flow.
거스를 순 없어. 아무리 분하고
No matter how
심하게
furious I
살기
am
위해
about the
모든
injustice I
자존심 따윈
face, I have to
내팽개치고
abandon all my
바닥을
pride
기며 수긍해야 해.
and just accept it so I can make ends meet.
도시는 바뀌지 않을 거야.
City won't change.
인간이 있는 한 도시는
As long as
바뀌지
humans
않을 거야.
exist, city will never change.
내가 살기 위해 누군가는 상처받아야 하는 것이 일상인 곳이라고.
It's become a part of everyone's life to hurt others for themselves to live.
부끄러움에 딱지가 얹고 굳은 살이 박혀야만 살아남을 수 있는 곳이잖아.
We can only survive in this world with our sense of shame covered in scabs and calluses. So here we go. Heard a lot about this, but it still managed to throw my mind into confusion. You're telling me I've never seen him so upset before. I'm not sure if this is a valid way to resolve ill feelings. Hey, counseling doesn't work every time either. However this might go, let's give it a shot. I'll know how, right? Just turned into a scarecrow with a pretty cool scythe. Super basic. Okay, so this is the same as the scarecrow searching for wisdom. We just don't want to get hit by these, and we don't want our wisdom cards exhausted. As for my builds, it's pretty much the same. Alan's key page. I think this is Lowell's. Yeah, Nikolai and Esther. I guess this is a new one. Mio. I'm using Mio's prowess and the strongest combination, just for that +5 on these infinite dice. Okay, so we don't want this to hit. I think I can win that clash. And pretty much any extra damage I have, I'm just going to put it into Roland. It's kind of unnecessary to kill all of these things. You just don't want to take damage from the scarecrows. Pretty much it. I guess you also don't want to... But you want to make sure that you can actually keep cards too. For these wisdom cards. So I could actually get Savage Mode going right now. I guess actually isn't the... It's actually pretty good. Savage Mode gives you +1 power to all dice. Yeah, I think this is going through. He'll be gaining haste. Yeah, I think that's alright. You see all that power gain on for hits. And then the turn after these scarecrows use, what is this? Harvest Wisdom. They get Feeble and Bounds. I think it's like if they don't land any of these hits. Yeah, I did not get good draw. Okay, he does have a counter dice. Guess I can use both of these to just draw some cards. Alright. I think we got past that counter dice. Got some decent damage there. Okay, first abnormality set. So I like taking this Cardi. After dealing 50 or more damage, reduce the cost of 2 cards by 1, and if it's on kill, reduces them to 0 instead. So this is super good on this deck because it can reduce feral knives to 0 on a kill, or at least to 5. That's really good. Okay, he's using Harvest. Exhaust the most expensive page in target's hands. Okay, so we don't really want that to hit. So I can counter that with Transpierce. Hopefully, if it rolled a... Oh, even if it low rolled, it wouldn't matter because of all the bonus power to Pierce we have on this deck. The question is, who has Wisdom? I hope I have enough Wisdom cards here. Okay, I do. These guys haven't been playing any cards that actually give me Wisdom. Just kind of sad. But this should give me a whole bunch of charge as long as those win. So now I just want to avoid the damage from these guys, and I might actually be able to take out Roland. Also be able to get Blade Unlock on Rust here. All right. Oh yeah, he's going down. Let's see. I think taking Courage here is actually really good because I'll gain strength. I'll gain 4 strength as long as I can keep everyone alive. Question is, who do I give it to? I could give it to Storm just to make her an absolute monster. I think I'll spread out the flash potential. That's kind of scary. What do the trees represent for Roland? It'd be the people he accuses of taking away his happiness. And that might include us. That forest will never go away. Okay, so this fight, all librarians restore light to max for the duration of the phase. Roland will target the character with the most light, which I guess is Storm. When attacking, all dice gain power equal to the amount of light the target has. So what you want to do here is you want to make sure you use all of your light each turn. That way he won't gain power in clashes. And so we want to get rid of his warm hearts, and that'll stagger him. And then we don't want him to kill the trees. So my plan here will be to try and gain 20 energy so that I can use feral knives to kill the trees without gaining these heart fragments. Because I think when you gain the heart fragments, if you try to clash with Roland, he gains power equal to the amount of heart fragments you have. Obviously, that's not very good. I didn't get blade unlocking because Roland died before that second card played last scene. All right. He's got a lot of really good counter dice too. My counter dice will gain power in the same way. Okay, so I don't want this. Home is kind of I don't really like all the thinking you have to put into trying to get that to work. The road walk together is pretty good. I'm almost at 20 charge here. I still didn't get blade unlocking. I completely spaced it last turn. Whoops. We'll definitely get it now. Really, I should be trying to get some clashes with Bear here. She does not have any emotion level. Okay. I've got 20 charge there. Okay, counter dice being annoying. Okay, now we got blade unlocking, so that's +1 power to all dice rolls there. Now we get a feral knives. We'll use that to, I guess, eat those. I can use castigation for this. Alright, so good damage everywhere. Might not even have to kill the trees. Probably just gonna flat out kill Roland's. Oh yeah, he's gonna die this turn. Yep. Didn't even need the mechanics. So I like this at the start of the scene. Boost power of offensive dice by 1 or 2. You have 3 or more light. Okay, so now we got the homing instinct. So for this is basically, this fight's just you don't want the lion to do a lot of damage to you while you one clashes against the homing instinct or against Roland's. Yeah, you have to do it for like 2 turns, 2 or 3 turns, and then he'll get mad, use a mass attack that you have to avoid. And as long as you avoid all of the damage from it, then you stagger him. Who's he choosing? Okay. So the biggest problem with this fight, or I guess the biggest issue that I'll have, is trying to maintain keeping my light up. Okay, I think this is okay. And you can't do any damage to the lion for this. Or at least not yet. I think after you kill Roland, then you get to finish him off. Okay, so now we have to make sure he doesn't go home. He'll be playing these cards. You can't redirect them. And you get this card to clash with it. So as long as these two characters win this clash, then it doesn't end the fight. But if they lose this clash somehow, like if you misplay a card or something, then you can just flat out lose. And we don't want that. All the extra cards I'm playing here are just to draw or gain light. This realization is pretty simple. So you see you won that clash. Alright, so we prevented him from going home once. Yeah, so we have to do it 2 times. He's gonna mass attack again, and then it'll go through the same thing next turn. All the clashes I need. See, do I need emotion levels on anyone? Yeah, everyone's pretty much good for emotion now. I just realized Mirabelle almost lost that clash, where she rolled a 9 on it because of Stiletto here. That blunt and slash dice lose 2 power. Sorry, I almost lost. It's because of that. Okay, and now, mass summation. We just have to roll over 20 with 3 dice. Super easy. I think I can actually start hitting him this turn. Gains feeble equal to the amount of times the road home was attacked. Okay, I think I can start hitting him now. I don't know if he gets staggered this turn, like after this mass attack fails. It totally will. Look at that. No one hit. Not even close. You can see he's got 2 feeble. Yeah, look at the damage. Nice, we finished it. Now we get to beat up the cat, right? Yes, 16 feeble. Oh, the cat didn't transform. Okay. It's sort of different from the horrible form we saw last time. That abnormality was a being that became a monster again, I was told. We weren't exactly trying to pity Roland or anything. Yeah, we'll never wholly understand every part of a different person. Let's not bother ourselves too much about it. Him coming to a realization on his own is the most vital part. So this is the Ozma fight. One person will lose all of their cards. And then we have to get them back. I'll use Alan's page here to take Oblivion on. I think that's just easier. And just need to avoid the damage from the mass attack. And we'll also use it to draw. Alright, should be good enough. And no one got hit by the mass attack. Yeah, so next turn, what'll happen is all the jacks will come alive. We have to find the real one and hit that real one with the Oblivion cards that we'll get. And everyone's at emotion level 5, so we get this. Anyone dies, they'll come back with 20 HP, or 20% of max HP, one time. Yep, so here's the Oblivion cards. So strategy here is just to use one on each one of them. The best way to keep track of the one you hit is when you hit the real one, the screen will light up. And you want to pay attention to the buffs they have. So you see strength, enduring, haste, and nothing. And you want to make sure all those hits are one-sided. So what I'll do here is I'll actually use feral knives. And what this will do is any of the clashes it wins against these, it'll eat those dice. But just in case they don't, I do want to go ahead and keep... Or do you want to redirect the attacks? An 8/8. Pretty easy to clash you with. I have +5 strength. Alright. Yep, so all the dice that are losing here won't be played. Okay, so it's not the one with haste. It's not the one with nothing. Okay, it's the one with strength. Yep, as you can see, we got 3 cards back. Each of those hits. Now we'll use the remaining Oblivion cards on him. And then did I drew feral knives again? Oh, I can't play it because I used on charge. That's fine. We'll just redirect these again. It's actually a really annoying card. Actually, this is a better clash for it. Alright, so all the jacks should die. Actually does some pretty good damage, even though it's ineffective. Yep, so all the jacks just died. Now we get to beat up row ones. And as you can see, stagger resists are all fatal. So once he gets staggered, it's just physical resist will change to fatal. You can kill him. Alright, look at that damage. Also, having Mark on him amplifies it by an extra 50%. And now the last phase, it's the False Throne. So this goes through, it's kind of like the Magical Girl reception, or realization, where it plays through 5 phases, and then it goes into the last one. And we get special cards to play this turn. So let's see, who do I want to be who? I think he has to be Scaredy Cat because he's already got the card. You see he gets this little thing, right? Let's see. This will obviously be a warm-hearted woodsman. He can be rode home. We'll make Mirabelle Ozma since she had the Oblivion card in the last fight, and Scarecrow. Okay, Mass Summation, 10-10. Easy Clash. And we don't want that to hit. Oh, cool. Wait, did everyone get cards? Oh, they did. Oh, not everyone. Just these two. Defensive dice of other allies gain +2. That's cool. Alright, no one's hit. Phase Ruina, another phase. Show me your warm heart. Limits the amount of light of all librarians other than the one with the woodsman status, as we can see here. If all emerald crystals are destroyed within 2 scenes, proceed to the Scarecrow's phase next scene. If the emerald crystals are not destroyed within 2 scenes, use a mass attack page. Wait, what? A mass attack page is used before proceeding to the Scarecrow's phase. Okay, that's easy. I can just use feral knives. This will probably just kill all of them. And then I could also use this to boost the power even further. I guess I should put some attacks on them just in case. Oh yeah, they're dead as hell. I love how just unique all of these realizations are from one another. Okay, so I just have to win these clashes. I just realized they all got their light back. Okay, we still can't do damage to them. Oh. What the heck? Oh, so I have to find which ones are which? Is that it? Show me your wisdom. Turn all librarians other than the one with the Scarecrow status into shining statues. Copy of wisdom and 4 special comment pages are added, which we saw. The librarians are restored to their true forms at the end of the scene to reduce the number of speed dice to the Scarecrow librarian to 1. Okay, how are you supposed to find this? Hey, actually, oh no. I think the gimmick for this used to be... Oh, can see through the true forms of others. Should I play this? Oh. Okay, so that's easy. And then we can just tell because it says Ozma or Scaredy Cat. You're Ozma. You're a cat. House. The Woodsman. Hey, we got him back. Show me your courage. Inflict all librarians with 10 feeble, disarm, and fragile for 2 scenes. All scowling faces are defeated. Proceed to the road homes phase. Okay. And then I can't let any of the other people get hit. Instantly kill target without courage. On play, gain courage for 2 scenes. Purge all feeble, disarm fragile from assault, gain 5 strength and haste. 14 strength now. So Feral Knives actually do nothing here? I'm tempted to play it. Gonna do it. Just want to see how this works. I also do want to play some of these just to make sure I get my light back. Okay. I mean, it still rolled for 5. It didn't destroy any of those first dice, but that's fine. It staggered all of them, though. That's awesome. So they should all die. Okay, so now is he angry? I mean, all his resistances are normal, so I have to stagger him, and then he'll be angry. And then we can kill. Hopefully. Looks like I retain all the buffs and stuff that I got, so... Alright, I think that'll stagger him. The sound effects are also really cool for this. I like them. Ooh, he's mad as hell. What is this? Oh wait, I can play this now. Cost is reduced to 0 and the anger phase on play. Transform the target. Did it tell me to do that? Character's HP reaches 0 or is transformed into a different being. The battle is won. Quick, transform him. There's just a bunch of crystals the whole time. Do I still have to clash against these? What the heck? Or does someone else have another card to play? I guess I can give everyone a bunch of protection. There's no way these all go through. I'll just autoplay. Okay, yeah, you just have to play it. That's the floor of social sciences. Yeah, what a unique fight.
고통이여. 넌 결코 내게서 떠나지 않겠기에.
No sorrow. I've ended, you see, by respecting you.
난 마침내 너를 존경하기에 이르렀다.
Because I'm certain you will never leave me.
수치스러운지도 모른 채
There's a time when I would dismiss my shame and run from it.
나 스스로
Made up spurious lies to comfort myself.
도망자는 언제나
A
도망자야.
runaway couldn't be anything more than a runaway.
자신이 씌운
I can never
나이는
escape from the stigma I branded on myself.
내가 어떻게 할 수 없던 일들에 대한
The shame I felt from things that were out of my
나도
hand,
벗어날 수 없어.
inescapable, even for me.
모르는 놈의 고통은 나
I don't
때문이야.
attribute the suffering of some strangers to myself.
그건 그거고.
That's that. And this is this.
어쩔 수 없는 건
Some things just can't be helped.
그래. 어쩔 수 없는
Sure,
거니까.
let's say that they were.
그리고 어쩔 수 없는 일들은
And there will be still
앞으로도
more
분명히
things
있겠지.
that are inevitable in the future.
그래야만 하는 걸 당장 바꿀 수 없을 거야.
Maybe we can't change the things that are considered normal right away.
그래도 부끄러움을
Even
할
then,
수는
well, no
있을지.
shame at the very least.
내가 발 담그고
Simply knowing
가시하고
shame in
있는
this
곳에서
society we're part of will change a lot of things.
많은 게
아는 것만으로도
Just by knowing? There's no strength to get things done.
없는데.
롤랑
Roland,
알고
the
있다는
fact that
사실로
one knows is
충분한 거야.
sufficient.
지금 당장은
It might get shelved
삶을
deep in the back of the
깊숙이
mind
묻혀버릴
because
수도
life
있어.
keeps you busy,
하지만
but
그건 언제든 끌어올릴
it
수
can always
있지.
be pulled back
네
into the light,
의지만 있다면.
as long as you have the will.
그리고 다시 끌어올릴 때
When you bring it back up,
한 번이
it doesn't
아니어도
have
좋아.
to be only one time.
계속해서 끌어올릴
If
수
you can do it time and time again,
너도 이
neither you nor the city,
그 누구도
no one could look down
그
on the
힘을
power it
무시할
can
수는
create.
없을 거야.
부끄러움.
Shame, huh?
내가 이 도시에서
Humiliation that I took
고통의
part in
반복에
perpetuating the
가세하고
pain of the city.
수치심.
내 생각은 그래.
That's what I think anyway.
네가 하려는 말은 알겠어.
I get what you're trying to say.
이제 인정할게.
I admit it.
그래.
Yeah, it's certainly
분명
true.
그렇지.
Just aren't even aware of what they're doing.
모두 그런 자각조차 없이
You really
이해해주다니
understand me? I'm
감격스러운데.
touched.
커피 잘 마셨어.
Thanks for the coffee. What about the therapy beating?
또라고?
You're always welcome. Yeah, I love that fight. So fun. It's kind of long though. So we got Emerald, an Emerald page to hand, costs 5. Cancels 2 random combat pages on the target's speed dice. Cover 1 light for each successful hit on the target this scene. Yeah, this is kind of meh. The cost is pretty high. I mean, the effect is kind of good, I guess, for certain fights. Maybe you can find use for it. False Present. Add 0 cost false present pages that activate on play to the ego pages list. Liquid Courage. Okay, yeah, so we know all those. False present pages are also added to the ego page list at the start of subsequent acts. Okay, I don't think I've ever used that, actually. It is at emotion level 5, so that's probably why. I also never really played with this floor. Like, it's kind of a support floor more than anything. And we'll see that when we get to the ego pages. Magic Trick. Cost 4. Reduce the cost of all pages in hand to 0. When used, their cost is reset to the value before this effect was applied. That can be pretty cool. You could play this and you could play something like Feral Knives and then a whole bunch of other stuff all at once. Now here's the ego pages. So we've got Harvest is a ranged card. Gain +2 power for every living ally. That's a pretty high roll. Could be good damage. Logging. Actually really good. That's a lot of damage. You can gain up to 6 power on the last die, so it'd be a 12-12 instead. Not too bad. Now here's where why this is more of a support floor. The homing instinct, obviously dropping an entire house on people. If the attack hit at least once, all of their allies restore 2 light. That's pretty good. It has a decent roll range. It's a mass individual, 8 to 18. Not bad. Now, Faded Memories, mass individual, 5-10, 5-9. If the attack hit at least once, all allies draw 1 page. So pretty good for page draw. False Throne. It resurrects everyone that died for 1 turn. Obviously, this is kind of a last-ditch card. Like, you're trying to come back in a fight. It can be okay. It's situational, but taking the other stuff is probably more of a priority. It also costs a lot for 7. Just to roll a 6-10, 5-9 for the effect. Alright. Well, I'm glad to be back to recording. I didn't have much trouble with my coughing. I took a bunch of stuff before this, but good to be back. I guess I'll say sorry for making everyone wait, but things happen, and it is what it is. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.